Yeah, Dr. Yan, I mean, what happens when you talk to scientists here? Do you get a decent reception? I mean, what's happened when you've spoken to top virologists here in the United States and elsewhere? How do they receive what you say one on one? I'm not talking about it in the media itself, but when you actually speak to the professionals, what kind of response do you feel like you get?
You mean the ones I contact in US, right?
Yes.
So I can say that I contact to the top scientist in FBI, and he talked with me for hours, and then he has no question. He basically, before I reveal the things, he seems doesn't know that ITG-13 was fabricated because he prepared a lot. He showed me the paper, and I told him why it's fabricated. And there are some other researchers, they also agree with my things when we are talking, and then they said I'm the one confirmed their ideas, and also they thought ITG-13 is a fabricated one, non-existent. And also for some top experts I met in the U.S. government, actually I can say when I show them the two reports at that time, they are convinced. So when they finish reading, they realize that the thing is very terrible, and there are a lot of effort behind from China Communist Party and also WHO, and all these peer-reviewed journals with the top experts to try to make people believe this virus is come from nature, either from the bat cave or from somewhere else.
How does it make you feel? Like, for example, that article from yesterday in the Daily Mail, which was largely complimentary, but the thing that bothers me in each of these articles, when they contact Hong Kong University and they say, oh, what can you tell us about Dr. Yan? Oh, we barely knew her. I think she worked the, photocopier. They are very, it's almost as if you never worked there. I mean, how do you feel about that? Is it just a tell on how they're just so frightened of the Communist Chinese Party?
Actually, Chinese, the lab in Hong Kong, although you may feel it's an independent international lab based in Hong Kong, but since years ago, it's already under control of Chinese Communist Party, and their response is very typical Chinese Communist way. And they won't admit it because I'm the one reveal the truth, and they are the one try to even kill me, make me silence. So they put the very hilarious statements that I didn't engage into human-to-human transmission in late December to January, and my claim of my family gets harm from the government is not scientific. But ask them why Professor Malik Piri's create of millions of dollars in Hong Kong just run away back to Sri Lanka and keep silent since I escaped. And ask what their response in scientific way, point to my report. And ask them why those very famous ones just judge my paper as it's non-peer review or it's related to Rule of Law Foundation, although it's a foundation which saved my life.